The man known as the Baldwin County Flasher was the first to be prosecuted under Alabama's new indecent exposure law.
Today's sentencing not only brought a close to this most recent case against Stiegel, but as Fox 10 News reporter Hal Sherrick found out, it also marked the end of a 3-year-long journey of closure for one of his earliest victims.
Baldwin County Circuit Judge James Reed levied a 10-year prison sentence on Dana Stiegel today after being found guilty for felony indecent exposure back in September. The judge ordered a split sentence with 3 years to serve and 5 years supervised probation. Stiegel was found guilty of exposing himself to 2 women at a Robertsdale gas station back in March. This was just the latest of numerous indecent exposure convictions dating back to the early 90s. Prosecutors hope that this sentence helps to bring closure for many of his victims.
I hope that through this case that we have provided that for her and provided it for all of our victims, as well as protecting the community as a whole from him, at least for the next 3 years.
One of Stiegel's earlier victims, who was pivotal in getting Alabama's indecent exposure laws changed, has been following this for 3 years. Today finally brought some closure for her.
It's one of those things that you're no longer a victim, you're a survivor, because you changed the system and you got something better for the public there to protect them.
At the state's recommendation, Stiegel will serve his time at a facility where he can receive counseling and mental health treatment, something all parties agree is needed.
I don't think that that's the main precipitating cause with Mr. Stiegel, but you know, I am hopeful that he will get the mental health treatment so that this does not occur again.
And Christie is hopeful that this new law will be a deterrent for not just Stiegel, but others who may think exposing themselves in public isn't a serious crime.
This is the end of the road. That law is in place and they're using it. You know, it was written well enough that where they can use it.
Reporting from Bay Minette, Hal Sherrick, Fox 10 News.
Dana Stiegel's attorney said that they think the sentence is fair considering the charges, but still maintains his client's innocence. They plan to appeal the sentence and file motion for a new trial within a couple of weeks.
Former Baldwin County Corrections officer pleaded guilty today to sodomy charges. Jimmy Kraft was arrested last year after an investigation determined that he had forced a male inmate to have sex. Investigators say when they confronted Kraft about the incident, he confessed. This morning, a judge sentenced Kraft to 10 years. He'll serve the first 6 months in jail, then 3 years of supervised probation. It's 2 years in jail for the Alabama fan who rubbed his privates on an LSU fan after last season's BCS championship game. Brian Downing of Smith Station received 2 years behind bars. Downing pleaded guilty back in October to 2 counts of obscenity. His sexual battery charge was dropped by prosecutors, which could have landed him 10 years in jail. He was identified after the video of the incident went viral. As part of the plea deal, Downing will not have to register as a sex offender.
The aunt of missing mother Brittany Wood was arrested again this morning before she could stand trial on child endangerment charges.